Came right at the exact moment. Welcome to the stream, Capo.
Hey.
Literally, as I was doing the countdown.
Yeah, we're recording right now.
Yeah,
So
I did
katamari
not have
today,
time to react. Wow.
Yep, I'm here.
That's
This is
one
all
way
right.
to
Well,
start
can we
a
just
stream.
end stream now? Can we just end stream? Like, it's not gonna get any better than that.
Hey.
Alright,
We've peaked.
let's start game anyway, sure.
Okay, I tell you gentlemen what, I've got to go and get myself a beverage because I am parched. I streamed for 3 hours already today, and let me tell you,
That's
it was
okay.
not good.
That's all right. We're not going anywhere except space.
Katamari, damacy.
I mean, I suppose this is kind of a space game. Like,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
this is science fiction, right?
It's just like Star Wars. I might have said before that Ape Escape is my favorite video game soundtrack. I lied, it's actually this.
I feel like we've streamed this game before.
I think we've streamed We Love Katamari. I don't know if we've done the first game.
Okay. I can never distinguish any of them.
But yeah, we're not doing Hitman because I'm sad and I need comfort food. And that's about all the
Yeah.
excuse I need to play Katamari instead.
It is impossible to be in a bad mood while playing this game.
Yes. You introduced me to this game. You bought me this for my birthday one year.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember.
I am still very glad that you did. Alright, I'm just gonna skip past all this shit, because honestly, we don't need the tutorial.
I think everybody knows the deal with Katamari
You
by now,
have
especially if
a
they're watching
ball.
this.
You take your ball and you ball everything up, man.
You Limp Biscuit all over the place.
We ballin'.
We are gonna let this play out because I love this part. Good night, Moon. Alright, Oob, you wanna voice act for our king here?
No, it was indeed not a dream. We really did it. The king of all cosmos has really done it. A sky full of stars. We broke it. Yes, we were naughty, completely naughty. So very sorry. But just between you and us, it felt quite good. Not that we can remember very clearly, but we were in all nature's embrace. Drunk AF.
Oh yeah, baby.
We felt the beauty of all things and felt love for all. Because
Probably also baked.
That's how it was. Did you see? We smiled a genuine smile. Did you see? The stars splintering in perfect beauty. So many there used to be almost a nuisance. Now there's nothing but darkness. Darkness!
I believe in a thing called love.
Oh no, it's Kingdom Hearts. Hee! 'Tis but a dream. Hee! But a beautiful one.
Hee-ho?
Hee-ho! But that miraculous, fabulous moment has passed. It's over. We came to and found everyone furious. Even the king of all cosmos was not spared their wrath. Really, everybody was irate. So anyway, Pee-wee Prince, hurry up and bring back the glorious starry sky. Our problem, your problem. See? You owe us your existence. We collect on the debt. Yes? Hand in hand, always there. Yes? The very definition of the father-son bond. Yes? All right then, get cracking. Kind of doing a little bit of a Visitor 3 thing there.
Yeah, I liked that. We're not gonna do the whole game like that. I just wanted to do it once because
That's
I
what
thought
we
it
used
would be
to do
fun.
whenever you'd play it and I was over, I would do the goofy voice for the King of Cosmos.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun to do it once, you know.
Try not to go too hard because I have neighbors, you know.
Yeah. All right, let's just roll now.
Because back when we were kids and I was over at your dad's house, I would go hard.
Oh yeah.
I would go real hard.
All right, I really wish the king would get out of my face here.
But anywho,
Yeah, we're just gonna be Fred Durston. That's our thing. That's what we do in this game.
yeah, this is just a sort of tutorial where we're what? We're what, in a school or
Yeah, we're
like
in the house.
a bedroom or oh. I don't know. Does anybody have any fun katamari stories they want to tell?
Didn't you used to have like a Katamari desktop companion, Kavo?
Yeah, I think that at one point they did have something like that as like a downloadable from the official website.
For like what, Windows XP or some shit?
Yeah, probably at the time it would have been either XP or maybe Vista.
Maybe, but if it was the first Katamari, it would have been XP. Alright, there's one more line I'm going to request you say, Oob, and you know what it
Okay.
is.
Okay, let me know. Royal Rainbow!
Thank you.
There you go. We got Gade.
And now there's just a tutorial that we got to watch.
Alright, you can't get that battery because it's too big.
Oh yeah.
I feel like this is something that the player could just intuitively figure out. It's not like this game has like mechanics. It's just roll the
Yeah,
ball.
in the remake, I believe you can skip this, or it's just completely optional. But we're not playing the remake because it kind of sucks, honestly, at least on PC.
I have yet to play the remake, so I'll take
Why
your word
does it-
for it.
The We
Why
Love
does it-
Katamari remake is pretty alright.
Why does it suck?
It's only like exclusive full screen. You can't even enter the options menu until after you've gone through the tutorial to turn down the fucking volume, which is like loud as shit by default. Like, it's just incredibly unpolished. No, I don't want to view the tutorial again. So yeah, we're just emulating PS2.
Cool.
Because this game emulates pretty damn well.
Jelly Star.
Man,
Is
don't
that
start
in-
playing fucking Jelly Roll.
Fuck, you beat me to it. I was gonna make a Jelly Roll joke.
Man, I can't stand Jelly Roll. It's because he constantly plays at work. I wouldn't fucking care about him otherwise.
Why is he called Jelly Roll? That's a very odd
Oh,
name.
dude.
Is it because he's large?
Probably.
So like, I'm a big boy, and so I like jelly rolls.
Yeah, the thing about Jelly Roll, in case you don't know Cavo, is he's like a crossover. He's not even really a crossover artist. He's just kind of in the big ol' mono genre that is everything nowadays. But he constantly plays on the country, rock, and pop stations, so you just
Yes, I am
can't
painfully
escape it.
aware of who Jelly Roll is because my
Alrighty.
dad listens to his shit.
Oh, Jesus.
He's just sort of like the poor man's Post Malone.
Yeah. The poor man's Post Malone. And I do not like Post Malone.
Really? What don't you like about Post Malone?
I mean, he's got a few songs that I like, but most of the time he's just really boring.
Oh, we got Mouse.
We did.
Oh,
Oh no,
oh my God,
feet.
there's feet.
Oh,
We're
we
gonna
got
have
mouse
to
again.
demonetize this video.
That's okay, nobody's going to want to sponsor us anyway.
Is there like you think that character is on like a wiki feed? Like someone's like got pictures of that on the internet?
Now there is. Someone came into my stream and then left at that moment, actually. I assume they went to the Feet Wiki to go edit it. It's like the king said, just get it bigger.
Oh God. Alright, now that we're proper in the game, now we can spend the whole rest of the stream making jokes about what kind of goofy stuff we want to roll up with our ball.
I want to roll up, Chris Taylor Brown from the band
Yeah,
Traps.
got what do you want to roll up, Cavo?
Like for the purpose of making a star, or just like for the purpose of having a utility katamari that I can
Why
just
not
pick
both?
stuff that I can just pick stuff off of. Like what is shit that I lose all the time? Like
What, just have your
audio
keys in the
cables,
Katamari?
adapters. Yeah. I could, if it's not too big, I could stick it to myself before I walk out the door.
Like wireless dongles and whatnot.
Yeah. Usually it's cables, but I can imagine that rolling a cable in a Katamari would exacerbate the normal cable problem.
Oh,
They
jeez, yeah.
fucking tie themselves in knots whenever you're not looking.
I think I'd roll up an OpenSUSE, install USB into the Katamari. You know, you just never know when
Fun
you're gonna
fact.
need one.
Fun fact, this is actually how Doge plans to cut all our waste. They're gonna get a Katamari ball and roll up all the things we don't need.
Elon, you've
government's
done it
paying for.
again, you genius.
Elon shows up at a board meeting and he's just got this game pulled up. He's like, "Here's my plan."
Oh, that would be amazing.
It'd probably be a better plan than what they're doing.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, I got the present.
There we go. I said a topical thing.
Alright, King, please be quiet. I'm trying to roll.
That's how you get followers and subscribers, right? You say topical stuff.
Yeah.
And by topical stuff, we mean relating to topical ointments and creams and
Oh yeah.
balms. And
Exactly. What's
We're gonna
your
roll
favorite
up.
ointment?
We're gonna roll up some
You know, I'm,
ibuprofen.
Everybody
partial
tell us
to,
your favorite ointment in the comments.
I can finally show this. Okay, so Chinese medicine, you know, usually kind of a crock of shit, kind of like woo-woo sort of stuff. There is also like, you know, some really bizarre ingredients in there, like you know, little boy urine, human feces. But
Tell me more.
I must
Are
say,
you telling me
this-
that Chinese medicine is literally just Jenkum?
yeah, in the case of one particular thing, I forget what it's called, but I can look it up. I
Oh
think
my
it's used for
God.
like lung-related problems. But anyway, I have to shill. They have this hemorrhoid cream called Ma Ying Long. That stuff is like... I'm surprised the government hasn't taken it off the market. It works so good. It's like almost instantaneous cure.
Shit, what's it called?
Ma Ying Long.
You'll have to send that to me. I might need that one day. Isn't this a great stream? I was talking about our hemorrhoids.
Alright, everyone in the comments, tell me your favorite lubricant to use for anal sex.
Man, that's not the only reason one can get hemorrhoids. Sometimes it just happens.
I was just thinking, you know, favorite ointments, you know. You know, that's related.
Well, we got a viewer. They left now.
That may in fact be me.
Oh, okay.
I gotta keep talking about Jelly Roll and Doge. Hold
You're
on.
telling me this conversation was so bad even you left the stream?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
What else can we talk about that's topical?
I don't know who's a top.
Who's the top? I bet the King of Cosmos is the top.
He is found out his rainbow. Oh, and he is moved to tears by the size of this thing.
Well, maybe he's not a top actually. Now that he's talking again. He's the size queen.
Isn't there a Kaya song with that title?
Yeah, probably.
Size Queen?
Yeah. I could be wrong.
Come along. It's time to
Yes,
go.
there is.
Okay.
Okay.
I love the cutscenes in this game.
This just in. The stars have suddenly vanished from the sky. The cause is being investigated.
It's so good. This game is
love
so
this
great.
game so much, dude. Alright, do we make Cancer or do we make another star?
I think you know what we're gonna do.
Guess what, gentlemen? Time to crab.
Do 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 do.
The goal is to collect as many crab as possible. Unfortunately, many of these crab are big. Oh, get over here, crab.
Remember when we watched that video of the hermit crab eating some like cheese
Yeah.
or something like that?
Oh my goodness, these crab are fast. Go flagpole.
It was very cute. Crabs, apparently when crabs eat, they just take little pieces off and put it in their little tendrils.
Uh-huh.
Their little mouth things, proboscises.
As it turns out, most of God's creatures can be cute.
Just not humans.
Yeah, they suck ass.
Human cuteness has a shelf life of maybe like 6 months. That's a maybe. Like if you're
Are
lucky,
we just
you get
talking
6
about
months.
our own relationships at this point?
Like humans, if they're lucky, they get 6 months of being cute before it all goes downhill.
I don't know, man. I've seen some pretty ugly babies.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of children. I mean, I like my own niece and nephew, but...
I can't believe this is the first time I've ever heard a Discord user say they weren't a fan of children.
Oh no! Yeah, well, the one viewer was fucking I don't know. Insert guy who Twitch streamer who's been
I did.
for
I
grooming
did
children.
link the stream in my stream chat, so
Oh, thank you.
it might have been a cross viewer.
They got so accustomed to your content, they're like, oh, clearly this stream will have the same energy, which,
Yeah, I've been filtered by 2 boss fights for the past 2 days, and I've still yet to make any bit of significant progress with one of them. And this is on core difficulty. This shit feels almost like unfair in the last game.
Yeah, I'm doing a playthrough of a very comparable game right now, Pokemon Heart Gold. But as soon as I finish that up, I'm probably gonna start up Pathfinder on custom difficulty.
you know, I thought about maybe suggesting doing a Pokemon game today because it's Ash Wednesday.
Ah, that's funny.
That would have been a good bit.
But unfortunately,
Happy-
Nintendo.
Happy Ash, have like an Ash Wednesday stream, and it's, Ash Ketchum.
Yeah, I just still don't want to stream Nintendo games, or emulate Nintendo games on stream right now. That seems
Because
like a bad idea.
Because they'll call the police on you.
The policeman.
They'll bring the policeman out.
They have found most of the crab. Any more crab up there? Nope. Oh, a couple.
There's lots of crab. There's always crab. Crab is infinite.
How do I get
There's
big
one.
crab? Oh, I
Big-
knocked him over.
big
I got
crab?
big crab. I am Crab King.
The king crab, yeah.
I am Lord of Crab.
Have we all had crab before? Is there anybody here who hasn't had?
Oh, I
Crab
love
legs.
crab, dude.
Yeah, I love crab.
Crab
There's
is
some
pretty
crab up
good.
there.
I think I prefer lobster, but crab is pretty
I
good.
prefer crab, honestly. How do I get a... Oh, okay, those things.
I especially
I-
like blue crab roe. And there's a specific type of crab that they have in China that they don't have over here, but those are amazing. I can't remember the name of them.
What's your favorite way to have crab? Are we like
just
crab
give it
leg
in
people?
water.
Crab leg people? Or
yeah.
I like crab legs.
Yeah, I like some crab legs too.
There's a
I,
pizza place around that, they could do crab on pizza. That's super freaking good.
Are we all fans of crab cakes? Do we like crab cakes?
Never really
Yeah,
had them.
I can dig a crab cake from time to time, as long as it's good.
Alright, what's
got
the
a lot
king
of
think of
bad
this
crab
katamari?
cakes.
Motherfucker!
Oh, he likes it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he told us to get the
He
crabs.
just
and
he
then
just
he's
ate
saying-
too much. That's what he was saying.
Ah.
Look at his smile. He likes this.
Oh my god, he's so happy.
One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to bite.
So did we make cancer?
Oh yeah, baby. Let's put that cancer into the sky.
Now,
We
isn't that a
gotta-
constellation and not just like one star?
Yep.
Oh boy.
If we damn, we should have called the stream "Making Cancer." I guess we could probably just call all of our streams that.
I feel the cosmos. Cancer King's coming back. So yummy.
It's the crab of the cosmos.
I love this game, dude. And now look, there is crab.
Don't you
Heaven
just
on earth,
love
crab
when
on earth.
a video game is like, let's just have like an actual child do their shitty voice acting. Like in movies, it's awful, but in video games, it's kind of fun.
Even when David Cage does it, it's really funny.
Yeah.
No, Tom, do not die. Spoilers for Heavy Rain, I guess.
No, for some reason, even though this is Detroit, I speak like this.
I think it's supposed to be like Chicago or something, but everyone
I know.
speaks with a Boston accent.
I just thought it'd be funny if I said it was Detroit because of Detroit.
Dude, my
I
favorite
don't know,
video
where-
on YouTube is still that fucking Heavy Rain with 500% facial animations.
Where is Heavy Rain supposed to take place? I'm looking this up.
Like, I don't think it ever actually says in-game, but I think it's supposed to be like Chicago or something, like
Let's
based on
take
it.
a look here.
Oh.
I mean, as we know, Detective Norman Jaden.
Detective Norman Jaden, FBI.
Detective Norman Jaden, who's from Brooklyn, is he's not only from Brooklyn, but he's also an FBI agent. So
Don't
obviously it takes
forget
place
about Carter Blake.
wherever it's supposed to be. It is obviously supposed to be the United States,
Except
not
for the
French.
children who speak with French accents.
and the one prostitute,
Yes.
the one
Who says Aurora
inexplicably-
Gammy Killer.
the one inexplicably French hooker.
Yeah. Dude, I kind of wish we could have played more of Heavy Rain, but I also think it's hilarious that the game broke in the way that it did.
Why was that? Why was she a hooker? I never get over this. I know we've probably ranted about it 4 times. Why the
Because
fuck is this-
David Cage is a fucking sex weirdo.
I mean, I know, but I need to say it out loud every 3 months. Sometimes I'll just be walking down the street and I'll scream it into the sky.
As we all do.
So apparently David Cage traveled to Philadelphia to research the setting. So let's
Oh.
just say it's Philly.
Okay. That explains why it's so shitty.
Wikipedia also says that a critical and commercial success, Heavy Rain is considered one of the best video games ever made. Which I would like
Excuse
to,
me.
I would like to have a
Boom.
word. I would like to have a
Citation.
word with whoever said that.
Who the fuck says that that's one of the best games ever?
There is no citation. There is no, just someone wrote it.
It must be true.
I read it on the internet.
Someone on GameFAQs said it.
Oh,
It must be
all right,
true.
so this link, there's a link to list of video games considered the best. And
Right.
there's like a million games in this list, which kind of denotes, like, kind of like, hard to be like, it's the best game ever made when you have. Like,
Oh yeah,
basically every
Bubsy
game-
3D is on that list for amazing achievements and failure.
Every game that ever got good reviews is just on this fucking. Like they have a whole 2010 where they're.
Please tell me
including-
Dark Souls 2 is on that.
Dark Souls 2 is not, but you know what
Dark
is?
Souls.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
What?
Rock Band 3.
Rock Band 2 maybe, but not 3.
This seems to be an awfully like French Canadian coded list.
I'll just give you the whole 2010 and I'll let you guys start the discourse. So Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Civilization 5,
I don't know anything about the Civ games.
or is it 5 or I don't know, one of the Civ games. Fallout New Vegas, God of War 3, Heavy Rain, Limbo, Mass Effect 2, Red Dead Redemption, Rock Band 3, StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Super Meat Boy, and Xenoblade Chronicles.
I haven't played many of those games, but from the sounds of it, most of those seem reasonable.
But best games ever made. Like,
I haven't played most of those, so I would not be able to say.
all right, Kava, you've played every video game that's ever been made. Are there any of those that you would classify as best games ever made? Like in that tier?
On that list, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
what else is on this list? Give us something else to make fun of.
All right, 2011. Batman Arkham City, Dark Souls, The Elder Scrolls 4, Skyrim. So Skyrim
That's 5.
5. I don't know Roman numerals. I'm sorry. Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim. Minecraft, Portal 2.
I mean, I would count Dark Souls among those.
I would be okay with Minecraft because Minecraft is like super important to gaming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with that. I'd be fine with Portal 2.
I personally wouldn't say Portal 2, but I like Portal 2 quite a bit. Don't get me wrong. I just think it wasn't nearly as innovative or tight of a package as Portal 1.
Okay. But I could see Dark Souls. I could see Minecraft. I love Arkham City, but probably not best game ever made here. Skyrim. Has anybody here played Skyrim?
I have, but only at launch.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, I've tried Skyrim. It's not my fucking thing.
Alright. I'm just kind of scrolling through. I want to find something egregious on here. I want to see if there's something that's just like so bad that it makes me want to like
If I
explode.
tried
Like-
Skyrim, I mean, I tried it for like an hour, which people have said means I didn't play it, but I don't know. I think that's
This
enough to
does
get the
have-
feel that it's not for me.
The only game on 2019 is Disco Elysium, which I do think is probably reasonable.
I would definitely put it in that discussion.
What, best games ever made? Disco Elysium, really?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I kind of hard disagree on that.
Oh, really?
Shit.
Just because
Oh, shit.
the game part of Disco... Okay, here's my Disco Elysium rant.
Okay.
The game part of Disco Elysium is not, like, up to snuff compared to, like, the writing part. And I mean, it's entertaining for sure. It's, like, extremely entertaining. And it's fun to read from minute to minute. But at the end of the day, the game aspect of it just seems extremely superfluous.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with you. I think that the branching pathways are kind of not even branching pathways, but the way you go about solving the case and the interactivity of it is a big part of what makes it as fun as it is. But
Yes,
generally,
but
I
it
do get where you're
generally-
coming from.
It generally all ends up the same way. There is
Yes,
no
you
real
are right about that.
player agency other than, you know, you're going to read this dialogue instead of this other dialogue.
Right, but I also think the role playing is a big part of the fun of that game, and
Yeah,
that's
I
kind of
think-
something you can't do through many other mediums.
Yeah, I think that is like, you know, the sort of point of the experience of the game.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I went into it expecting more of a CRPG. Like,
I can get where you're coming from, and I definitely respect your opinion, respect where you're coming from, that it's not one of the greatest games of all time, but where I stand, it's probably one of the most, like, impressively written, impressively conceived games that I've played out there, I believe.
I'm so glad I found this list. This is the content for the rest of the stream, I think.
I'm fine with it. I like
Yeah,
these discussions.
I'll
So
probably
there's
go
only
back and give Disco Elysium another chance sometime, but the first time through it, it just kind of, I don't know, put me off of it.
So the only game on the list from 2023 is Baldur's Gate 3. I just wanted to bring that up.
Oh, honey, things like that just don't happen.
Again, I
seems-
really like that game, but not best game ever.
It's also like a game from 2 years ago. Like, how are you supposed
Yeah.
to be like, this is the greatest? Like, it hasn't had
What they
time to
say.
age.
I mean, look, it's a really, really fun game. I like it quite a bit, but I don't think it's going to go down as one of the greatest games ever made.
Like, they've got
Um,
Elden Ring on this list.
Elden Ring, no.
Hell no.
They've got Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Like, I just feel like this list is just, oh, did a game get good reviews in the year
Yeah.
it came out?
I don't know. Baldur's Gate 3 really does have like a tremendous degree of player agency.
It does.
Like all of the different choices that the developers like cared enough about to add like little small things in that you wouldn't expect in probably a lot of other games. I think that's what people are going to remember about Baldur's Gate
That is
3.
true, and the branching decisions, at least as far as I've seen, usually do come together into an actually coherent and satisfying storyline for the most part. That's definitely worth commendation.
I just want to point out that on this list, Katamari Damacy is considered one of the greatest games of all time. Which I think we can all agree with that.
Yeah. Even though personally I'd say I like We Love Katamari a little bit better, but they're both about
That's all right.
the
That's
same
probably
in terms
also
of
on
quality.
this list. It's probably also on the list somewhere.
Like, these games are fucking fantastic.
There's also 12 other games from 2004 in the same.
What's
This is
it?
what I-
What from 2004 is on there?
Burnout 3 Takedown.
Never played any of the Burnout games.
The Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from
Okay.
Butcher Bay.
I've got to stand the Burnout games. If you've never played Burnout 3 or Revenge, those games are absolutely top tier racing
I played,
arcade racers.
I've played Paradise. Paradise is really good.
Alright, I'll
That's
check out the
the
Burnout
only
games, because
one
the only
that-
racing games I ever got into were the Wipeout games, and mostly HD. But I like the other Wipeout games quite well.
Oh, I love racing games, man.
Dragon Quest Journey of the Cursed King.
Never got into
Which
Dragon
is-
Quest. As in,
is
I never
that
played
8?
them.
I think that's 8.
Yeah, I think that's 8. Again, I'm Roman numerals, I don't know. Gran Turismo 4. GTA San Andreas.
Gran Turismo 4 definitely deserves to be there. San Andreas definitely deserves to be there.
Half-Life 2.
I never even got into GTA at all, and San Andreas deserves to be there. Like, that game is so fucking iconic.
Half-Life 2.
Maybe. It was a big deal for its like technology. I don't know if it's a big deal for its gameplay.
Yeah, quite honestly, at least I haven't tried Half-Life 2, but trying Half-Life nowadays, the first one, I don't think it particularly held up, at least what little I played of it. Because I never played it back in the day, so...
See, the problem with Half-Life is, even though, like, for the time it was extremely technically impressive, at the same time, it's, like, directly to blame for all of the corridor shooters that we were inundated with during, like, the 360 era. It was like the progenitor of that walk down a hallway type design.
Right.
It's one of those things when you get into discussions like this, where it's like, okay, this game is highly influential. Is its influence good? Has the influence been positive?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem I've been having with Dark Souls lately.
Is it better than the things that's copying?
I
Also,
understand that, but at the same time, like, Dark Souls itself, I think is just such a good fucking game. It
really is.
Flaws,
It's
but
great.
I love it. Like, we just replayed it on our night stream, and I was loving it.
I think Dark Souls is undeniable. Like, I think that is that uncontroversially deserves to be in the discussion of like great games. You know,
Oh, yeah.
greatest games. ever.
Yeah, it really does, because there are very, very few flaws with it.
Like, the late game
Um,
does definitely drop off, but even then, like, people pretend, like, Dark Souls fans that are like, oh, the game gets bad in the second half, they kind of exaggerate the drop off. There's still good parts in the second half of the game, absolutely.
For the record, I'm only halfway through the 2004 list. Halo 2,
Maybe.
Katamari Damacy,
Hell yeah, brother.
Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater,
Kava?
That one's also going to be a hard maybe.
Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
I'm going to go ahead and say no on that.
I don't know shit about the Paper Mario series.
It's
Rome.
Mario RPG, basically.
I'm aware of that, but I've never played any of them. I can't vouch or deny any of those games.
Rome: Total War.
Shit about that.
Maybe.
The Sims 2.
Never played it, so I can't comment.
Yeah, I'm
And
not a
then-
Sims guy.
The funniest one on the list, World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. There's really nothing else
like it's
in the MMO
it's the
space.
MMO.
It is the MMO. There's nothing that really comes close, and even to this day, there's nothing that really replicates the classic WoW like experience.
I know.
Like, I've
it's
never
just-
even gotten into those games whatsoever, and yeah, WoW, definitely. I can see that one.
It's just funny to see WoW anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, these days, yeah, Blizzard really ran that shit into the ground hard.
So that's 2004, and apparently every game made was the greatest game of all time. There's so many games on this list.
Yeah, give us some more. I'm liking these discussions,
All right,
honestly.
just give me a year. Give me any random year.
Let's go 2007.
2007.
Well,
all right.
2007 is going to be like jam-packed because that was Halo 3, that was Assassin's Creed 1, that was
let's see.
BioShock.
You know what's funny is Assassin's Creed is not on this list.
Oh.
Halo 3 is. It's in alphabetical order. So it
I've
starts
never
with
gotten into the
BioShock.
Halo series because I never had an Xbox that worked, so...
Halo 3 I could definitely see in the contending for greatest game, at least just due to like the influence that its multiplayer component had.
Okay.
BioShock.
Yeah, no, boo.
Never got into BioShock, so I can't say.
Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare.
Also, again, I'm gonna say no, it's just Half-Life with a skin and regenerating health.
God of War 2.
Nah.
Nah.
Halo 3.
I like the God of War games, but nah.
Mass Effect.
Gabo?
If you, see, the problem I have if you're going to put Halo 3 on that list, it would be knocked out by comparison to something that was like way more significant to the gaming space, like Quake 3, for example. For the same reason Halo 3 is good, Quake is
Also,
also
I just
good.
want to mention, aside from the title song, Katamari on the Rocks, this is my favorite song in the game, Lonely Rolling Star.
It do
I
be
like that.
slapping.
I stopped paying attention to the stream because I've had my nose buried in this list, and then I just look and you have like 400 easels like packed together. I'm like, what the hell's been going on here? Hegel. We all love Hegel, right?
Wait, hang on, that's on the list?
Yeah.
Greatest games of all time, Peggle? I think EA, would it have been EA at the time? What time was this list written?
Pop Games.
Pop Can.
Yeah, PopCap, I
Or
think.
PopCap. Sorry, PopCap Games, yes.
Oh my god, I can't see what's going. Oh, present. There's a present there.
And then you have Portal, which I don't think anybody here is going to disagree with Portal.
Nope, Portal, absolutely. Fan-fucking-tastic.
Rock Band.
Rock Band, no. Rock Band 2, hell yes.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Back to the Rock Band point, though, like, do you really think that Rock Band stands above a lot of, like, the Japanese rhythm games like Guitar Freaks and Beatmania?
I never got a chance to
out
play
around
any
the
of
time?
them, so I have no fucking clue.
Because to be honest, I think those are probably just, like, better full-stop experiences.
I don't know, man. Rock Band, I mean, again, I never played them, so I wouldn't be able to fucking tell you, but Rock Band 2 was so much goddamn fun.
Okay, what's next?
After Rock Band is Super Mario Galaxy, which is probably like one of the more influential Mario games to come out in the last 20 years.
Yeah, but greatest games of all time, Super Mario 64, that's like undeniably gotta be on
sure.
there, right?
Oh
think you can
yeah,
have multiple
there's no way
Mario
that's
games.
not on there. We're just talking 2007.
I think that Super Mario Galaxy is a pretty relevant game.
I don't know shit about Mario Galaxy. I know people are still talking about it every now and then, but it's mostly from a Nintendo standpoint, you know what I mean?
Sure. But yeah, whatever. It's on there. Team Fortress 2.
Okay, yeah, I
Every
can see
Valve
that.
game is
I
going
can
to
see
be
it.
on the list. The World Ends With You.
Oh yeah, the first one on the Nintendo DS. That is pretty good. I never actually finished it. When did Ghost Trick come out? That was around the same time, wasn't it?
I had never heard of that.
2010?
Oh, 2010, so that would have been after this.
I mean, I can check 2010 and see if it's on that list. It is not. Because that was the year I already did where Heavy Rain came in. Heavy Rain, one of the greatest games of all time,
Yes, absolutely.
according to this list.
2007 was such a pivotal year in gaming, and I think probably not for all the wrong reasons. It's like when 2007 ended, everybody was like at peak hype, like it could never get worse than this. And then they just kept making the 2007 influential games for the next almost decade and a half with no iteration, no innovation.
Until everything ripped off Dark Souls.
And then Dark Souls came along, and when? 2010, 2011?
Dark Souls 1 was 2011.
Yeah, 2011. And then we got a million shitty Souls clones and like 2 good ones.
Well, this list is bullshit because I can't find any goddamn Tekken games on here. Oh, never mind. Tekken 3 is on the list.
What about, like, Tag 2?
A lot of Tekken players don't really like Tag 2 at
Oh,
all.
I thought they liked that game.
I think most people are kind of like Tekken 6 was good, maybe Tekken 5. I don't know, I'm not a Tekken guy anymore.
I mean, I'm kind of just being sarcastic. I mean, like, I don't know. I see, like,
I'm not a fighting game guy, so...
I guess my thing is, it's like, why in the fuck would, like, any random Tekken game not be on this list if they're putting fucking, Peggle on the list? Like,
Hey.
like, what kind of... I mean, there's not a ton of fighting games on here anyways. A lot of Soul Calibur games.
Huh.
And
You know the list is bullshit if there's no Ninja Gaiden on the list. Is Ninja Gaiden 2 on the list?
What
You
year is
talking
that?
to NES or...
2008.
Let's take a look.
Like, that's
That's
the thing.
not
You
on
gotta
my
be
list. That's
specific when you're
bullshit.
referring to Ninja Gaiden, because I always think
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
that's
NES
true.
games.
Ninja Gaiden 08 is not on the list, no.
Wow, that list is bullshit. 'cause
Alright, well
that's
then I'm Xing out.
legitimately one of the best games ever made.
Well, don't X
The
out. That
entire-
just gives us more to talk about.
No, it's all over. The last 20 minutes was a waste of time because everything on that list is wrong. Everything.
Give us 2001.
Fuck, I gotta pull the list up again.
Why'd you actually close out of it, you fuck?
Because this list is bullshit! 'Cause
You're
Andy said so.
bullshit.
Let me see
Alright,
what came out in
this is our best
2001 that was really
conversation we've
good.
had in a while on this
Best
stream.
conversation that we have ever had in our entire friendship.
What came out in 2001 that was good off the top of my head, and this is probably not going to be on the list, but Anachronox.
Oh,
Nope,
I've heard of
not
that
on-
game.
Not on the list, no. So 2001, again, it's in alphabetical order, but you have Advanced Wars, which is a Nintendo
I can see
game.
that, kind of.
anything about those
Animal
games.
Crossing, Animal Crossing, Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy X.
From what I know about Devil May Cry, I think most people say that the first game is one of the weaker ones.
Nah, dude, the first
Oh.
one is probably the second best after the third one.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm wrong about that.
The second one is the one that's big stinky.
Yeah, I know that, but I know people really like 4 and 5.
Gran Turismo 3, GTA 3, Halo Combat Evolved.
Wait, GTA 3. From what I know about GTA, that's a hard no.
That was pretty revolutionary for the time, at least for open world design. That was like the first 3D open world game.
Oh,
Besides,
okay.
like,
I mean,
fucking
I
Body
guess, but
Harvest or
from what I
something.
can tell, it really is not aged well whatsoever.
No, I
have
wouldn't
any
want to go
thoughts?
back and play it now, but at the time, that was real shit.
we
Does
have
that
any
make
thoughts?
it one of the best games of all time, though? If
Maybe.
it's not really worth going back and replaying, aside from, like...
I think we've got to make a distinction between, like, the best games of all time, like, mechanically that still hold up, and the most influential games of all time. Because like the best mechanically game of all time would probably be like a relatively recent refinement on something that an older game did.
I mean,
well.
I know I'm kind of splitting hairs for a fucking,
Well,
Wikipedia list, but
With charitability to the list, I'm assuming it's supposed to be some sort of aggregate, like, this is what is sort of like from a consensus, like considered like great games. So, sort of taking into consideration a variety of viewpoints that all kind of point towards thumbs up. But Halo Combat Evolved.
Halo
That's a
1?
game that everyone loves.
I mean, again, that's another one that was, like, huge at the time, but from what I've heard, it's not the greatest to play nowadays.
Yeah, in retrospect, like on both fronts, from like mechanical to influential, I think it's gonna be a no from me for
It's
Combat
just
Evolved.
because it's the first one, it's on the list.
Right.
I never know how to pronounce Eco.
Eco?
I know people love that game. I never got into any of Team Eco's projects, so...
Yeah, I never played it, so I can't really
Or
comment.
maybe it's
Game I've heard
Ico.
of.
I think it's Ico, actually.
It's a game I've heard of. I don't know how to pronounce its name. Ikaruga.
I know that's a very widely loved shmup.
Yeah, but is it like one of the best shmups of all time? I'm gonna say hard hell no.
I'm not nearly as into the shmup genre as you are, so I couldn't say.
I hate all video games, so I think everything on this list is bullshit. Except for Twisted Metal 2.
Heh.
Was that 2001?
I don't know. That's I don't know if it's actually on the list. I just thought it'd be funny if that was the only game I liked. What's after that? Oh, Max Payne.
Nah.
Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Artistically, maybe yes, but gameplay-wise, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I don't know
Phoenix Wright
much
Ace
about MGS, but I know that the artistic vision of MGS2 is fucking crazy.
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We got any Phoenix Wright fans?
Never
In the
played
chat.
them. I'm not a Nintendo guy, so I'm not gonna be able to
That's
comment
Capcom.
on many Nintendo games.
Phoenix
Yeah,
Wright
it's
is Capcom.
Capcom.
Oh, well, I thought they were all on Nintendo systems, though.
The first ones were on the DS, but now I think they've ported them to pretty much everything.
Oh, okay. Shows what I know. I always just
Wikipedia
associated them with the Nintendo systems, so...
Wikipedia says Game Boy Advance, so I don't know. Res.
Res? Yeah, I really like Res as a game.
I don't know anything about Res.
It's like a Panzer Dragoon type thing.
Okay.
Alright, you're gonna laugh at this one. Fucking Silent Hill 2.
100%, baby.
What the fuck's that doing on
Yeah,
the list?
I
No
think
one
we
likes
can.
that game.
I think we can get behind Silent Hill 2 as being in the running.
That's like the first one where I'm like, yeah, this is undeniable.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
this would be on anybody's list. Super
Personally-
Smash Bros. Melee.
I don't know if you guys would agree with me. I would also personally put Silent Hill 3 in the running.
If Silent Hill 2's in the running, I don't know what Silent Hill 3 does better.
I think its story is just as good, if not as cleverly told, quite honestly.
I can see you being able to make a convincing argument for that, but I don't personally buy it.
I would put the first Silent Hill on before I put Silent Hill 3.
I would be
Because
fine
Silent-
with putting all three of them on there, quite honestly. They are all such fantastic games, in my opinion.
I think Silent Hill kind of opens the can of worms in a way that no other game had, with survival horror. And I think Silent Hill 2 is like the perfection of the genre.
Yeah. Like,
think-
honestly, like, we replayed Silent Hill 1 not too long ago on stream back in October. It still holds up so fucking well.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe we're
think-
gonna need to make 3 lists. We'll have one for the best mechanical execution of a game, one for the most significant game at at the time of its release in terms of its effect on the industry,
Well, this is
And
my
also
thing.
my
This is
thing
my
with Silent
problem.
Hill 3, just because you just mentioned mechanics, for a survival horror game, it is so fucking mechanically tight, dude. Like on normal difficulty,
Yeah, I can see
like the inventory management in that game for my first playthrough was so goddamn perfect.
But this is my problem.
Like you
is
were
that,
sitting
like,
there during that playthrough, Oob, like I just had enough ammo and health to finish off the final boss.
Yes, but here's where I'm like, and this is my problem with this list. This is my problem with this list. Is it's like, if we're gonna talk about greatest whatever of all time, I feel like you have to have a really, really high standard for like, what are we like actually considering the best or greatest or whatever. Like I feel like you have to like be really scrutinous with your, like, it has to be sort of a coagulation of like critical reception at the time, critical reception in retrospect, you know, artistic quality, mechanical tightness. Like it's all, I feel like you have to consider like literally everything if you're gonna make
That's what I mean, like different games can be considered the best for different reasons. Like the third category, I would say, like, make one for artistic vision. Like, you have games like Killer 7, which mechanically everything not great, but just in terms of style,
There is
deserve to be
nothing else
in
out there
contention.
that compares to Killer 7 in terms of its story and style,
I think we
definitely.
like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm like, oh my god, you're a big dumb idiot for thinking Silent Hill 3 should be considered the best. But I'm just trying to think about, like, I don't know.
Right.
What was around it?
No,
What
but
year was it?
I made my argument for it. You're making your argument for everything. That's...
You know, one game that we haven't brought up that I think can get pretty high marks across the board, and to be honest, I think is in the top 10, if not the top 5, is Resident Evil 4.
Oh,
yeah,
100%. Yeah.
I was thinking about that. What year is that? Because that has to be
2005,
5, I think. I think it's either 4 or 5. I'm pretty sure it was
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah, it's on the 05 list.
Okay.
Resident Evil. Yeah, RE4 is another one where I'm like, there's no...
yeah, baby.
There's no one who's not going to put RE4 on their list, if they're being serious.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And not the remake.
No, hell no.
Well, no, yes, the originals.
Like, one of these,
also-
I know we started that game someday. One of these days, we're gonna do an actual, like, playthrough of RE4.
Oh, for sure. I want to point out another reason why this list is bullshit is they have Kingdom Hearts 2 on this list.
Fuck you.
Oh, I mean, you can't put any of those games because all of those games are dumb, stupid trash.
I know
Without
that
any
mechanically, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 does have some sort of tech, but at the same time, like, fuck that game. I don't wanna learn it.
Kingdom Hearts is for... I don't even want to say it. I don't want to insult people on stream.
I do.
This is officially an anti-Kingdom Hearts channel.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, like it wasn't before.
If you
This is
want,
like
if
the
you
third
play
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts
Hearts,
game
unsubscribe.
Alright. I want to go like way back. I'm going back to 1982.
What the fuck?
What even came out in 82?
So I don't know what came out.
Pac-Man was 84.
But I know that
That was before Pac-Man.
on this list, in 1982, the first one is Joust,
Okay,
Nope.
yeah, I can see that.
and then Ms. Pac-Man.
Wait a second, when did regular Pac-Man come out? I
Wasn't
thought
that
came out in
1980?
84.
Yeah, 1980.
1980 on the dot? Okay, I'm behind the times.
And then Pitfall
Okay.
and Robotron 2084.
Oh, hell yes.
I really have not played that games from that era, so I would not be able to fucking tell you.
Actually, I think Robotron has an argument for, like, enduring legacy, because without Robotron, we wouldn't even have the concept of twin-stick shooter.
Oh. Yeah, I've never heard of that game.
Yeah,
Alright,
it was
well,
like,
Bravo is-
Alright, we're making Cygnus, so we gotta roll up swans. The thing is, they're all in
Probably-
eggs, so we don't know what's
Swans
a
are
swan.
Like the band Swans?
Oh, that would be sick. We could flex our muscles.
I mean, this list goes as far back as 1971.
What was in 71? Fucking computer space?
The Oregon Trail.
In 1971, really?
That's the only
Yep.
one on the list from 1971. It's the
Yeah, that
first thing
started
I
out
knew.
as like a punch paper game.
Oh, wow, I didn't realize it was that
Punch
old.
paper computers, I mean.
Yeah, the list starts at 1971
Yeah,
with
most
Oregon
people
Trail.
associate it with Apple II, but that was a port of the game.
1972, they've got Pong.
Yeah,
Which, like-
obviously.
Like, yeah, that's got to be on the list just for, you know. And then it skips to 1977 where it has Combat and Zork.
I
I
also,
know
for
Zork
some
is a
reason,
super
thought that-
influential text adventure.
I thought Zork was 78 or 79.
Apparently it's 77.
Alright. I learned something new every day. Have either of you guys ever tortured yourself enough to play through Zork? Or any
No,
of the
I've never
Zork
played
games?
text adventures. That was way
Well.
before my time.
I would certainly not advise you go back and do.
See, but if this list had been started in 1977, there would be like 8 games you've never heard of.
Check 97.
Oh, yeah,
I
probably.
want to see if something's on the list for 97.
Do they have like any love for MUDs, multi-user dungeons? Those would have been a little bit after that. That probably would have been early to mid 80s.
Let me just see. I'll do 19. I'll work my way up to 1997, checking for what you're talking about. Okay. Because it has like a genre tag.
Again,
Not
much
seeing anything
more
like that.
never something that I got into, but I know a couple people who got into them.
I'm not seeing anything. So 97, Age of Empires, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh yeah,
That's
Symphony of the
definitely
Night.
gotta be on
Hell
there.
yeah, baby.
I don't even like that genre, but
fucking
for
tastic
sure.
shit.
Diablo.
Absolutely, that's got to be in the
I don't
running.
even like Diablo, and hell yeah, brother.
Diablo
Fallout.
2 is definitely like the apex of the series and probably the genre up to this point, but
Fallout.
Fallout. I don't know much
Fallout.
about Fallout, but sure.
maybe. I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Okay, you know what? That's a really good game.
I don't know
Probably
much
one
about
of the
Final
better
Fantasy.
tactics games.
Final Fantasy 7.
In retrospect, I'm gonna say hell no. Play the Street Fighter 6 noise.
GoldenEye 07 or 007. Yeah,
Hmm,
that's
yeah.
Gran Turismo.
The first one?
Yes.
Hell no, not the first one.
It's sort of a Halo 1 thing where it's like you're just putting it on there because it's the first of a
Yeah, but
series.
I know we're
Gran
not at
Turismo
2000,
2,
but if GoldenEye 007 is on that list, I feel like Perfect Dark has to be.
I'm just gonna skip ahead to see. It is. Perfect
yeah,
Dark's on the
Perfect
list.
Dark is just a refinement of the same
Yep.
formula.
And then after Gran Turismo, you have Grand Theft Auto, the first one.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Quake 2.
I don't know if I agree with that either.
Yeah, I
Star
think
Fox
Quake 1 and
64.
3 are like the best beloved ones.
Star Fox 64.
Sure.
Star Wars
Yeah.
Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2.
I was wondering if that's gonna be on there. I would put Dark Forces 2 above Quake 2, TBH.
Tekken 3.
Hell yeah,
I don't know.
brother.
I don't really know what would make any of the Tekken games really stand out that much.
Mechanics. I'm not a fighting game guy, though, so I wouldn't be able to comment on them.
Yeah, but other than the first one, they all basically, I don't know. They mostly feel fine to me. Like, Total Annihilation.
When was Virtua Fighter 2? That was earlier than Tekken 3 for sure, but
Fucking idea.
Virtua Fighter 2 was 94, and it is on the list.
yeah. That's probably like
You're
the
not,
most
you're not far
historically.
enough alphabetically yet.
Total Annihilation.
Oh wait, yes you are. Never mind. No Panzer Dragoon Saga. List is invalid.
Well, and then the last one of 1997 is Ultima Online.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know anything about it, but I know it's influential. I know it's important.
How are we doing in the actual game? I see.
Collecting some
We got a-
swans. I don't
we got a
really,
big
there's no
swan.
real goal, honestly. Just collect as many as you can. If you collect any at all, there you go. You got some.
I don't know. I think there's no such thing. There are no good video games. Except
Yeah,
Katamari.
I can see that.
Except Katamari Damacy and Twisted Metal 2. Those are the only two games that are good.
You don't even like playing Katamari.
I'm not good at it. That doesn't mean I don't like the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I feel it. I feel the cosmos. Cygnus flew back into the sky from the ashes. Just
Whack.
like a phoenix.
That's crazy, bruh. Anyway, let's go make another star. Just become big. Al-salama ala... I can't say that. I don't even know what that language is.
That would be Arabic.
Oh.
Except I don't really know what was going on with the spelling there.
Ow.
Assalamu alaikum. That's like how Muslims would greet each other to identify that they are also Muslim.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I guess the king of the cosmos is Muslim.
Oh no. This game came out in 2004.
We don't discriminate
I've-
on this channel.
Yeah,
I've
but
been to Turkey, and I can remember like a little bit of Turkish, but
Oh,
sometimes when you're in Turkey and somebody greets you with the Assalamu alaikum thing, you're supposed to say something in response, and I cannot remember what it is. I think it's like wa alaikum salam or something. Salam salam.
no, I just want to clarify. I just was this game came out in 2004, so if the king of the cosmos is a Muslim, then he probably was going through a tough time right now if he was in the
maybe
United
that's why he
States.
was drinking.
I've worked so hard for world peace up to this point, damn it.
Like, we would have just the Iraq War would have just started. He would have been having a tough time.
Yeah.
I guess in space there is no discrimination. You can be a gay Muslim guy with a carpet face, and no one will give you trouble. Because if they do, you'll just roll them up in a big ball.
Yeah. What are they gonna do about it?
They'll just have to shit their pants, I guess.
I like this idea of the Katamari as being like more powerful than a WMD.
Well, you can roll up the WMDs. Yeah.
Yeah, you've heard about nuclear deterrence, but whatever side invents the Katamari first, they're the ones you gotta watch out for.
Mr. President, another Katamari ball has hit the tower.
I think that would have turned out okay. We would have just blasted them off into the sky. And,
Yeah. Turned it into another star.
what happens
had-
to all of the humans that we do that to? They just,
It's implied
They all
that
right?
it's pleasant to be rolled up in the Katamari at the very least. At least for the king it is, and we love Katamari.
I don't know, what if they rolled you up next to some weird shit? Like,
What if they rolled you up
Yeah,
next
what
to
if-
a guy that smells bad?
What if they
They
rolled
rolled
you
you
up
up
next to
and then-
Jeffrey Dahmer?
they rolled you up next to Jeffrey Epstein or something.
What if there was like a level where instead of collecting swans or crabs, you have to collect sex predators?
Yeah, get them out of here. What star would they make? Probably a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Ooh, shots fired.
There's like a serial killer star you have to make. Like, all
Yeah,
right,
you gotta
roll
find
up all
John
the
Wayne
serial killers.
Gacy in the level like Where's
Yeah.
Waldo?
Ed Gein, Andrew Cunanan, Jeffrey Dahmer. You just roll up a ball with all of them.
I always love
Also,
when
is
I
there,
forget to age restrict a stream.
Is there like a state change that happens when the thing becomes a star? Or if they like roll me up next to like a ream of barbed wire, am I just gonna be writhing in agony for the rest of my natural existence?
I love the questions that this game brings up and how cheerful it is in comparison.
If a star like has enough people in it, can it apply for statehood? Is there like
I don't
a
know. I think that depends on like the autonomy of the people within the Katamari, right?
Yeah, they might
Like
want to become
a-
their own sovereign nation.
Is that how Puerto Rico became a thing? Is somebody rolled up a bunch of Puerto Ricans? Or, you know, what we now call Puerto Ricans?
It's popsicle, therefore it's possible. This song is so fucking good. I'm gonna say that about every song in this game. You know, you wanna know why? 'Cause this is the
'Cause
best
this game
game
is-
soundtrack ever.
Oh god, now I gotta look up the list of the greatest video game soundtracks ever made.
Aw, knew it, brother. Ape
I
Escape
doubt that's
ain't
the
on
list.
that list. I'm gonna be angry.
I think there's a big distinction to be made between like licensed and non-licensed, like original content.
Like for licensed soundtracks, like Rock Band 2, baby.
Well, don't people say that Tony Hawk games have really good soundtracks?
Oh yeah, baby. They had fucking
Yep.
If You Must by Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Oh, well, then that has to be one of the greatest soundtracks
Yeah,
of all
that's
time.
how most people found out about that song. I found out about it from a Facade video.
Oh, why wasn't Facade on the list of greatest video games of all time?
Yeah, I don't know. That was revolutionary, man.
God, thanks for reminding me that that shit existed.
Did you ever actually fix Trip and Grace's relationship?
No.
I might have. I don't remember. I've certainly gotten them to actually break up multiple times. It's really funny.
Look, no one will ever like do anything better than just the guy who posted the video of him just saying no at everything
Yeah.
they said and then winning the game.
That one's really good.
I mean, the Azurite reaction videos are kind of wonderful in their own little way.
Yeah, that was the only guy. That was the only guy that made good like Facade Let's Plays, you know. And that's just because his persona for those videos was so fucking unhinged.
Well, he was like sort of the master at like doing the sort of like gimmicky screaming thing, but doing it in a way that was actually funny. Like,
Right, he was basically like the good universe version of PewDiePie.
Well, it's kind of because every now and then he would break quote unquote character and he'd say something kind of like normal. He would do it like just rarely enough where it's like, okay, he's clearly in on the bit that
Uh-huh.
he's doing. Or like he's just
Like
And, like, he would
sometimes he would just
actually-
talk about how he wants to go and get some sourdough bread in between screaming about shit.
well, and he would also actually scream. Like, it was like he would like actually like physically be screaming at a level where it's like
Yeah.
beyond what a person faking the content would actually do.
Yeah, like PewDiePie did not go as fucking hard as that dude did. I miss Daz.
Yeah, now we gotta look up a list of the greatest facade players of all time on Wikipedia.
I know we made a couple facade videos back in the day that thankfully never got uploaded.
Well, I guess we'll have to do a facade stream one of these days.
I don't even know how I'd be able to get that game working again without a virtual machine.
I guess you'll have to get a virtual machine.
I wonder if there's like a facade community that's just updating like the PC gaming wiki page.
Oh, that
Is there
would
a
be
way to-
amazing.
Is there a way to roll up the facade?
Well, I
characters?
tell you what, those screams did not sound like screams of joy coming from the Katamari when you just rolled that lady up.
Well, she'll learn to love it. Oh, God.
And
That's
this
just
music is
too
so
big.
good. I know you've said it 4 times, but I'm gonna say it now. The music is really good in this game.
So fucking good, dude. Playing Katamari today was the best idea I could have had.
When are we gonna roll up God?
God is not in this game, unfortunately. That was in
Right,
We Love Katamari.
Because I know you can do that in one of these games.
That was in We Love Katamari. I think I found that on stream. I didn't know that about that before. Well, you think you can hide? Run me, Mr. Tree.
Oh no.
Alrighty, Royal Rainbow. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water really quick.
Alright, 5.5 meters.
Alright, what is he gonna say about that? I guess we gotta wait for Count to come back to find out. But yes, what is, if you had to pick like one single greatest game of all time that towers above all others, and you can use whatever criteria you want to justify your decision, what would your choice be, Cavo?
I think I'd have to say Tetris.
Interesting. Why would you say that?
Because there's like no fault that you can make with Tetris. It's such a simple formula that you can refine it to fit all sorts of different like modes. You could have like a story-based Tetris game, a gacha Tetris game. You could have a really intricate Tetris game like TGM that demands like mechanical skill.
Aw,
You could have,
Tetris
like,
is so fucking wonderful, dude.
if I had to pick like the game is perfect, it would probably have to be some version of Tetris. Other than that, maybe like Doom. Also, I think we lost Oob.
I'm
Oh.
here. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just
You're-
listening. That's all.
Your thing was popping off. I thought you were trying to say something, and we just dropped your end of the call.
Oh, looks like I got a bunch of constellations to make. What do we make? Corona Borealis, Gemini, Pisces, or Ursa Major?
We should make Pisces because I think
We gotta
that
make that bear.
Oh no, we got it. I gotta be a tiebreaker. Bear.
Okay, that's fine.
How did I know you would go with the bear?
Because I'm queer.
You don't have to say the quiet part out loud.
But I wanted to.
Oh.
Listen, this is a very queer-coded game.
It is.
Yeah.
All right, so
Sort of
basically,
strangely.
we have to roll up a bear, any bear. The bigger the
Well-
bear, the better. But we can roll up anything. But
We
I'm
gotta
gonna try
find-
to do this properly.
We gotta find the gay bar then.
Did you guys have like a Category 6 fucking hurricane today?
Yes.
So did we. That shit was unbelievable.
Yeah, I made the mistake of... Whoops, that's a sign with a bear on it. I don't want to actually roll that up, because that will count. Whoa, 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 that's dangerous. But,
well,
yeah,
that's
I made the
good
mistake
work,
of going
yeah.
out to Dunkin' Donuts today, and, yeah, that was an oopsie.
It's okay today here in Pittsburgh. It's a little wet, but it's not as bad as what it sounds like is going on up in y'all's area.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the entire fucking
Eastern
rain
Seaboard
ditch to be filled.
Oh, we didn't get any rain here. We just got fucking wind.
Oh, it was also windy as all balls. Yeah, rain was coming in at a 45-degree angle minimum, so I could only cover half of my body with the umbrella at any given time.
Anytime we get like a big change in pressure from the weather, I get migraines. And this morning, I felt like shit. I almost had to call off stream.
Oh, wow. Feeling better now?
Yeah. Okay, so
Oh, whoops, I got a bear
I'm gonna
carving
take this
'cause the game sent
opportunity
me-
to
Spiral in.
Kuma!
Can I take this opportunity to rant about the United States healthcare situation?
You can take
Why
any
not?
opportunity to do that.
Okay, so I got set up down here after we moved with my primary care doctor, and she's great. I really like it. It's very convenient. It's much more convenient than where I used to live to go and see the doctor, and I don't have to pay out of my ass in order to do so. I'm not waiting in a room with like 5,000 people with one foot in the grave and diseases from every nation under the sun, just there in a cesspool. But anyway, she prescribed me when she heard about my migraine. She was like, oh, well, you meet the criteria for this wonderful new medication. Here's one that you take every day, and here's one that you take whenever you have a migraine. I'm like, great, awesome. Hopefully this will help. And the way my insurance works, we have to go through a home delivery service that's owned by the insurance company, right? So whenever they send scripts in, it's supposed to just make the claim, pay for it automatically, and then send it to me. So I log in order to see what this medication is going to cost. One of the medications, after the insurance paid their part, was over $1,000.
Holy shit!
And the other one was over $3,000 was what they were going to charge me per month.
Oh my god!
So I had to call them up and be like, hey, you know, I don't want this. And they're like, yeah, so we don't cover this medication in particular.
Oh,
but if
really?
you contact the manufacturer, you can get on a card, a discount card. And a lot of people, you know, with our insurance plan, that would be either like free or very low cost. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll go and try that. And the sign-up process is like signing up to get a fucking security clearance. They want every single detail about your life and finances that you've ever
God.
done. So I just decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to keep my old medication because it works well enough and it only costs like $15 a month.
Whoa, what just came out of the water there? That's a statue, okay. Sorry, I got distracted there.
But yeah, anyway, I still had the free samples in quotation marks that she gave me. So I took one of those and, you know, it works pretty good.
Yeah.
Does it work $3,000 worth of good? No, I think I'd rather have the fucking headache, to be honest.
Count, is it possible for you in this game to roll up all of the United States healthcare insurance companies?
Fucking wish, man.
Go find them. Go get them. There's no
'Cause
bears
I
working for them.
hate
It
those.
won't-
I hate that shit as well. I've been dealing with that lately because I had to get another new primary doctor. I'm not going into it right now.
I had to get some pills to make my ass big. My juicy booty pills, right?
Ass clapping pills.
Yeah. My cake pills. And it was fucking bullshit what they wanted to charge me.
They wanted to
Just
charge
because-
you an arm and a cheek.
This day one, yeah, I'm trying to get my cheeks, and then they're gonna take a cheek from me. I gotta get 3 cheeks.
This is very fitting music for this conversation.
I gotta get 3 cheeks, and that means I need more medication.
Anyway, I'm just rolling up fish. It's a grand old time.
Is this the best stream we've ever done?
Yes. Normally you
time I've
ask
ever-
if it's the worst.
I know, this is the first time I've ever actually asked if this is the best stream we've ever done. Usually it's the opposite.
How do you feel about these penguins that I'm rolling up?
I love anything to do with penguins.
You do, I'm aware. You have a painting made by a penguin.
I do.
Didn't my mom also
Made
get
by
one?
a penguin?
Yep.
How do penguins paint?
You
their
put paint
feetsies.
on you put paint on their little feet, and then they walk around on it on the canvas.
Ah.
They make them over at the National Aviary here in Pittsburgh, and then you can
Love that
buy
place.
them.
Are there any fish up here? No?
Maybe the
That's
penguins
the
ate all the
area.
fish. The penguins must have eaten all the fish.
What's the point of this area if there's no fish? Where'd the fish go?
You rolled up a housewife.
Where'd the fish go? I don't know.
When you said you had a painting by a penguin, I was wondering if it was like Colin Farrell in character or something.
It was actually made by one of Mr. Popper's penguins.
It was made by Danny DeVito.
I don't know why they didn't decide on Danny DeVito to play the penguin in the new HBO series.
They should have brought him back.
That would have been so good. He was the best penguin, dude. I haven't seen any other penguin, and I just know he's the best.
Not the best version of the Batman penguin, the best penguin, period.
Yes.
And there's a lot of good penguins out there. You know, better than the Happy Feet penguin.
Better than
the
all those
penguin-
penguins from March of the Penguins.
Better than, like, all the penguins at, at all the aquariums throughout the world.
Fresh. We'll take the fresh rainbow back. Ooh.
Speaking of which, if you go to HelloFresh.com and use code CAVO245.
God. No, this stream is not sponsored.
No, it's not.
We keep calling the NordVPN asking if they'll sponsor us, and they keep blocking our calls.
Yeah, I've got like 10 active
NordVPN, I
offers.
sent you my dick. Please respond.
I feel
We were actually paid money by Purple Mattress not to mention them ever.
Well, there you go. There goes my life savings. Alright, let's just make another normal-ass star. Where are we going this time? The fuck? Poland! Let's go. I like how even houses in Poland and everywhere just look like Japanese houses. Oh, I love this area. You want to know why?
Kurwa mać.
There's a big
Nah.
cow.
That's the extent of my Polish knowledge.
No.
All I know how to do is swear.
Have you ever been to Poland, Kavo?
I have not been to Poland. Seems like it would be fun to go someday.
A lot of bananas. Is it because you like bananas?
Nah.
There's gonna be a bat or something. Or like a husky. Some animal you're fond of.
I just like that area because the king says banana.
Oh. Fair enough.
It's goofy and I like it.
Yeah. I was gonna ask if this looks anything like Poland, but I guess no one knows for sure.
Yeah, Poland is known for their fucking Bosozoku guys. They just ride around, big into
And their
Yankee
penguins.
fashion.
Their beaches.
Hi, penguins. This song sounds like one of Radiohead's more experimental tracks. I like it.
Well,
Got the beep boops.
I do like Bleep Bloop Radiohead.
This has got a little bit of a Aphex Twin going on with it. I dig it.
Yeah, when are we gonna roll up Richard D. James?
Oh, God. He's just
I
doing
didn't
his
realize
smile in the
that,
Katamari.
Do you realize the composer for Katamari also worked on some of the older Tekken games soundtracks?
No?
Which guy is it?
Miyake Yu.
Oh yeah.
Never heard the name.
Yeah, Tekken 3, Tag 1, and 4.
Oh.
And he considers his work on those games to be his best work. Even better than this.
Oh. I don't know. Katamari music's so good, dude.
Have you ever listened to any of those soundtracks?
Not those ones in particular, no.
Because they're pretty good.
I gotta listen to them because
I don't know
listen
if
to them
I-
because this music's really good.
Off the top of my head, I don't know if I could make the judgment call of which I think's better, but I do think that especially Tag 2 has a really good soundtrack.
Well, he said Tag 1.
Or not Tag, I'm sorry, Tag 1, yes.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I meant. Tag 1 is really good. 3 is actually really good. Did he do both the arcade version and the console version?
Are you checking?
I am checking. But apparently how this guy and the game director got together was on a video project called Texas 2000 that I cannot find any link to. Maybe that's lost media.
Well, let's just assume he did both. I think I slightly prefer the arcade version of the Tekken 3 soundtrack. But yes, Tekken 3 soundtrack is good. Tag 1 soundtrack is really good. 4 is a little different, but it's fun. I have a feeling, Count, that if you listen to them, you'll like them, but you have such a nostalgia for Katamari
Right.
that you're not going to be able to say that they're better. But you
Like
should still listen
there
to
will be no sequence of notes on Earth more pleasing than no 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 no.
You should still listen to those soundtracks.
I should.
They're very
I
good.
plan on it. Because I know Tekken has quite good soundtracks. I like what I've heard from the Tekken 7 soundtrack. So.
I actually really like the Tekken 2 soundtrack quite a bit.
Okay.
Does anything come close to the Snoop Dogg stage in Tag 2?
I don't
Absolutely
know, man.
not. Nothing does. That was back when he called himself Snoop Lion,
That's right.
because he references that in the song. He says, "Snoop Lion, Bob Marley reincarnated."
I know it's really easy to make fun of Snoop Dogg features, but he does so fucking good on Welcome to the World of Plastic Beach, dude. Like, he is so
Yeah,
goddamn
brother.
natural on that one.
He's a talented guy.
The problem is he's just so damn lazy.
I don't know, would you call it lazy? He does like 4 million things a year. He's not discerning in any kind of like...
Well, he also just doesn't give a shit for half of the things that he does, clearly.
It's a
I feel like he's been trying to make like more mainstream appearances. Like he did the Olympics. He's on that singing show that I forget the name of now as one of the judges.
Well, he did that Martha Stewart show for like a bunch of years.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the screenshots.
I've seen footage.
I stay anointed. Of Martha Stewart.
I
When are we gonna get the MC Ride Snoop Dogg collaboration
When
album?
are we gonna get the MC Ride Martha Stewart collaboration?
Can we roll up MC Ride in a ball?
And when you do, he yells, "Yeah!" I might have clipped the mic there. Apologies if I did. Oh, this song is so good, dude. Whoa, that boulder kind of fucked me. That's okay, we rolling. This is basically Fred Durst, the game. Except for those games that Fred Durst was in.
Yeah, when are we gonna play a Fred Durst game on stream?
I don't remember what those games were off the top of my head.
There has to be a game with Fred Durst that we can emulate on a PlayStation or PlayStation 2.
I'm sure on PS2. I'm pretty sure one of the Fred Durst games was on PS2.
There's no way.
I know, the fucking Fight Club movie tie-in game.
Well, I guess we know what we're doing next time.
I forgot that was one of them.
Yeah, Fred Durst is in there, and you can even play as Fred Durst.
Yeah.
Count, have you ever seen Fight Club?
No.
Even better.
You ought to watch that movie. It's a pretty good movie.
I know. It's something I would probably enjoy. And not from a chud standpoint, from a I want to see Meatloaf fucking kill a guy standpoint.
Well, you know, the thing that is often misunderstood about that movie is the sort of like it's supposed to be a satirical, kind of almost homoerotic, like 'cause the book is written by Chuck Palahniuk, who's a gay writer. It's supposed to be kind of poking fun at a lot of masculinity and stuff like that. But people are just like, man, Fight Club, it's fucking deep, man. Tyler Durden is my fucking spirit animal.
Right.
Soap, bruh. Fucking.
I feel like that happens a lot with Hollywood, and people kind of miss the point. Like, what's the other movie that I'm thinking of? Like, Falling Down?
The Matrix is the one that comes to mind for me.
I mean, these are all Gen X movies, so I don't know if it's as relevant nowadays as it was maybe like 10, 15 years ago, but there is a generation of people who, you know, maybe took some of these movies a little too seriously. Or, you know, it took it seriously the wrong way.
Well, it's just generally people being very bad at analyzing media.
It's like when
Wasn't Fred Durst also in like some wrestling games too?
Yep,
Like every year, like clockwork, there's some screenshot of somebody saying to Tom Morello, like, I'm a big fan of your music, and it's like some Republican guy, and then
Yeah.
Tom Morello has to be like, shut the fuck up. You don't understand my music.
Here's the bus to the Space Center.
Okay.
Well, Fred Durst was also in a Katamari game, correct? He played the King of the Cosmos.
I mean, that would make sense. You're rolling.
What?
Well, Fred Durst would, like, get drunk and destroy the moon.
Yeah, that is Fred Durst behavior.
Just
And
one
the
of those
entire
days.
time he's going, yeah!
Just one of those days.
Oh man, we need to make a ROM hack where you play as Fred Durst and you roll the shit up and King of the Cosmos.
God, yes.
It's just one of those days.
What the fuck? I don't know how to pronounce this.
Looks like Hungarian?
Russia.
Russian.
Alright, we start 10 centimeters. We gotta get to 12 meters. Let's fucking go. We got 18 minutes, and this'll probably be the last roll of the day.
I feel like 18 minutes is a tall ask for this game's gameplay.
Oh, it gets much longer. I'm fine with it. I love these marathon rolls, dude. This music is so good.
Russia known for their takoyaki.
Have you ever been to Russia, Kavo?
No, I have not been to Russia. I can't say that I plan to go to Russia.
Oh, why
anytime
not?
What's going on over there?
soon. Yeah, I wonder, huh?
Not a fan of the cold?
Yeah, I'm fine with the cold.
You don't like vodka?
I don't know if vodka likes me.
Ah. Dude, I'm sitting here doing like a little dance in my chair. This song is so fucking good. Like, I want to know how to make music that slaps this hard. Like, this guy can clearly do it consistently. It's obviously possible. But fucking how?
Well, the funny thing is that he actually is the king of the cosmos. His musical talent is the product of supernatural powers.
Dude, that saxophone is so fucking perfect.
Yeah, he's like Japanese Robert Johnson.
Maybe you just need to learn how to play the saxophone. Maybe that'll unlock everything.
Maybe.
Learn to work the saxophone. Play just what you feel.
Learn jazz music, and then you can use the power of jazz.
Save people from hell.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of even like rock musicians and shit like that. They're always just like, I listen to jazz, and that's what unlocked everything for me.
I can kind of attest to that. It's fun to learn jazz.
Who's your favorite jazz musician, Kavo? Who do you recommend getting started with if we're going to listen to some jazz?
Let's see, I kind of like cool jazz if we're just talking about like piano, like Bill Evans, probably one of my favorite pianists. I like Mingus. I like how he sort of took the bass and transitioned it to a leading instrument on a lot of his
Okay.
compositions.
Sounds up my alley.
I don't know if I told you guys this, but the last time I was in Beijing, I went and saw Herbie Hancock live.
I don't think you mentioned that.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he puts on a really good show. He's old as shit, by the way. I think he's like 87 or 88.
Yeah. I know he's been around for quite a while.
But man, he really did bring the energy. And he had Terry Blanchard there with him, who's a really cool trumpet player.
Whoop, I'm stuck. There we go. Yeah, speaking of great bands, y'all ever listen to Stuck Mojo? They suck. Don't listen to them.
Oh, also speaking of cool trumpet players that I want to shout out, Kuroda Takuya, he's pretty tight. If you
What am I
like this type
stuck
of music,
on?
you should definitely check out his stuff. Not to be confused with Takaya Kuroda, who is the voice actor for Kiryu Kazuma in the Japanese Yakuza games. Different guy.
See, I've tried Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami 1, both of which were really fun. I just never felt compelled to come back to it for a second session, you know? I just played it once and then never picked it up again.
If you have like a week or something with nothing to do, I would definitely recommend giving Yakuza 0 another go, because that is peak.
Like, they're really fun games from what I can tell. It's just, for some reason, I never felt compelled to come back to them. Oh my god. I see what I'm doing, please. That's one of the few things about this game I'm not the biggest fan of, is that the physics definitely improved in later installments.
I feel like the physics is part of the reason I'm bad at these games.
We love Katamari, at least from what I've played, has the most satisfying physics, but most of my experiences with this game and that one, I did have the one on PS3 for a while, but I wasn't the biggest fan of that one.
Which one was that? Beautiful Katamari?
I don't remember. Maybe.
I also think I'm just bad at video games. That fact should never be discounted in any of the things I say about
Well, didn't you win at Putter Golf?
Gameplay or whatever. I won something at Putter. I don't know. I don't remember. I know I won in Hot Shots Golf.
I think you won in Putter Golf, so that tracks.
You know, I feel like for playing as many games as I do, I don't know if I'm just getting old and I'm getting a fucking arthritis in all of my joints and my fucking mind is going senile, but video game ability is just not up to snuff. I keep wishing it was better.
I've never been good at video games. Like, there's a good handful of games that I play repeatedly and have gotten pretty decent at, but other than that, I suck.
I always push back on that. I have seen you do some remarkable things on this channel.
In
you
games
beat
that I'm
Siren.
familiar. Well, yeah, I did beat Siren,
You
but
beat Siren. That boss run you did in, or the boss fight in Silent Hill 3, where you only had like a sliver of health. That was pretty impressive.
I suppose.
You're not as bad as you think you are.
Or maybe it's just my experience with Pathfinder that's giving me that opinion.
Pathfinder
Because
that game will drain your confidence, I can confirm.
those games are like fucking cock and ball torture. I really did not think that playing on the core difficulty was gonna be this bad, but this game is even more overtooled than fucking Kingmaker is.
I already forget if I've mentioned on stream, but I'm playing Pokemon Heart Gold right now, and once I finish that up, I'm gonna try coming back to Wrath of the Righteous.
You're great at Kengo.
That's nothing to be proud of, my man.
A game that no one's good at.
Well, Cabo's also good at it. That reminds me, you need to chase my tournament mode record. Oh god, oh god.
Correct.
Uh-oh, this doesn't look good.
See, this is the shit that fucks me up in Katamari. Like, I get stuck at stuff like that, and then I'm stuck there for like half the game.
Chord progression reminds me of a paranoid android a little bit.
Did we capture Mr. Krabs? What the fuck was that? Honk honk. This is fucking mayhem.
Well, I mean, Mr. Krabs is in the David Cage-averse.
He is!
And he
so
says
is,
fuck.
And he has a St. Bernard.
Yeah. Sumo.
Sumo,
The best character in the game.
The best, honestly, the best David Cage character ever made.
Did you play Detroit Become Human, Cavo?
Yes, I did.
That game's hilarious.
Kinda wish I didn't, but I did.
Oh, that game was hilarious. I enjoyed it from a really, like, this is stupid, but I love it standpoint.
I guess I don't know if it's ever been on record. Cavo, do you like any David Cage game at all? Like, are you not positive on any of them?
No.
Because I play David Cage games in the same way that people watch movies like The Room, you know? I really enjoy Heavy Rain, and I really enjoy Detroit.
Fahrenheit we don't talk about.
That the thing is, Fahrenheit was incredibly amusing, but to actually play it was torture.
Yeah, I think my favorite is probably going to be like Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy, just because it's so unbelievably ridiculous.
It is so absurd, dude.
Yeah, and then on the opposite spectrum, you have Beyond Two Souls, which is like probably the most competent, but also the least interesting.
It's fucking boring, man.
That one I haven't even played. I just watched the best friends play.
I don't recommend it.
Yeah, you played through it once, and I don't even know if it would be worth streaming it, because it's not really...
No. Aside from Elliot Page shreds, I don't give a fuck about anything in that game.
Yeah, it's also a little awkward now because, you know, Elliot Page is pre-transition in that game, and it's
and also she has had some things to say about David Cage, or I'm sorry.
Yeah, turns out David Cage is weird around women. That's crazy.
We need to model your naked breast and pussy.
I need to render your labia. Don't worry. This is my artistic vision. This is how we make video games in France.
Yeah, that's just how video games are made. If you don't like it, you're just a fucking SJW cock.
What, do you not believe in art?
Yeah, David Cage is an artiste, and if you don't like it, you can go to hell.
In order to make art, I need to know the exact size of your areolas. It is important.
You're way better at that French accent than I would expect.
In fact, if you let me model your areolas, we shall be the first video game to win the Palme d'Or. It will happen.
We shall win Best Picture, the Emmy Award.
How do you feel about this level right
I will win the
now?
Nobel Prize for areolas.
What if
They
David
will make
Cage
a new
directed a
category.
Katamari game? That's how I feel about that idea. This is fucking madness.
Nobody understands my tune.
You're right, this is the best stream we've ever done, except for maybe the golf stream.
I like to think that if you tried to roll up David Cage, the ball would just reject it.
No,
Like,
I
no
don't
matter
want
what,
that.
like, even even if David Cage, like, actively tries to get in the ball. Please, I want to join you.
The king of all cosmos shoots him with his eye lasers.
They took away my Star Wars game.
Yeah, what happened to that?
I have nothing to live for.
What happened to that whole Star Wars game that he was supposed to
I don't
make?
know. I'm very disappointed.
Did that have anything to do with Ubisoft at all? Because let me tell you, Ubisoft is not doing good right now.
Oh, are we never gonna see a David Cage game again?
Yeah, that'd be some shit. I mean, we'd never want to play it, but we'd like to see it.
Well, the thing is, his games got easier to play over the years. Like, Detroit is the most playable of any of his games, and by that I mean it fights you the least. Hey, we got Nessie.
What if David Cage made a Katamari game?
I just said that, dude.
Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry. I was probably too busy doing my French accent.
Yeah, the thing about this game is that time limits are a little lax.
The King of Cosmos, has he done a French accent yet, or a French
I don't know.
language? Has the King of Cosmos acknowledged France?
I don't know, but we are a France unfriendly stream.
If they do like a French thing, we're just gonna assume it's Quebec.
Like, if we ever do subtitles, French is the only language we won't do them in. No accessibility options for the French.
And we allowed Russian.
No quarter for you baguette-eating goofballs.
I was reading. I was kind of Wikipedia surfing earlier on my phone, and I was reading about Top Gear, which, if you're, I'm assuming Cavo is familiar with Top Gear, but I don't know if Count is.
No.
It's like
Better
a British.
be familiar with Top Gear.
I don't
That's
watch TV, dude.
fucking peak television.
It's a British TV show. They do a lot of stuff about cars. It's kind of like sort of a comedy show. Not really, but sort of.
Cars are for fucking losers, man.
Well, it's kind of notorious because Jeremy Clarkson is kind of like the Kurt Schilling of TV, or he kind of like says every year there's kind of like a new 3 or 4 entries to his Wikipedia under the controversy section. And I was kind of just reading about it, and they were talking about like the controversies with the show, and they're like, the show has been in trouble in the past for making fun of Mexicans, Poles, and Germans. And I was like, okay.
God.
I'm like, all right, look, Mexicans and Poles, all right, we should be nicer to them. Are we really going to feel bad for the Germans? Do we really, honestly, as a society, give a shit if we make fun of Germany?
He's also made fun of Americans on the show. Is that
He's
not
also
on the
said like way worse stuff that you could
Well,
bring
nobody gives a shit when anyone says something about Americans.
Didn't the
Also,
show
yeah.
get canceled because he beat up some guy because he didn't get him his steak when he wanted it?
Yes, that's probably more the type of thing that I would immediately jump to. But yes, that did happen. Top Gear is insane.
I'm just letting the clock run out now.
His farm show is also pretty entertaining on Amazon if you ever get around to watching that.
And of course, the king is moved to tears by the size of this thing.
As am I.
Oxygen star. I
I
breathe
fucking-
that.
I fucking love Oxygen. That shit's great.
They're larger than I expected, these space rockets, and so nice.
Now I want to be an astronaut too.
Oh, I'm sure your father would be pleased.
That laugh was so good.
Where can he be?
I should use that as a donation message. I'm sure your father would be pleased.
I love this game, dude. Alright. That's Katamari for today.
I would dedicate the rest of this channel's existence to playing Katamari.
Maybe.
Just
See you again
know,
soon.